Haran Bay. Good morning, brothers and sisters. My name is Damani X Crumpton. The name of this video is Tupac Was Never a Revolutionary. Okay, let's get started. I'm an author of a book called Black on Black Crime. Okay, one of the things Tupac has said, he said, listen to what the lyrics he said and hold us accountable for it. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to hold Tupac accountable for what he's been saying and his lyrics. You might say, well, Tupac is dead while you're talking about him. He's dead. But his nefarious spirit is still alive. And my young boys and my young girl is still following Tupac footsteps, and which is a nefarious. Okay. Tupac also said, talk about how he grew up. He said, you can see where I spend time in the street. When you talk to me, the words I said don't come from a mother or a foul mouth. They come from a pimp, a pusher, a drug dealer, a hustler. So these is his role model. And he stated these was his role model. So you have a so-called black revolutionary, which is a fake, a phony. A black revolutionary never pushed dope on his own people. Okay? You have to understand that J. Edgar Hoover and the government filtered black community, especially on the West Coast, to stop the Black Panther, to annihilate us, to move in and to destroy us, to stop the Black Panther movement, to stop movements, period, that were reactionary to the government. So that's how he stopped it. And then in 80, Alvin Norton, still the government, fund Nicaragua army to fight a battle for a war. So there was billions of dollars that they made and they put into the black community drugs to build their war, to help their war, the Nicaragua war, contraband. Okay, so every time our oppressors put drugs into the black community, he don't put drugs in black community to motivate us, to help us out for education, for health. He put drugs in the community to destroy us. So now when Tupac said his role model is drug dealers and pimp, then when you're talking about a drug dealer is destroying our community. We don't like drug dealers. Drug dealers is someone who get babies, become crack babies, mothers had crack babies. So we don't want that. It destroyed the familyhood of the black community. He also say he was he liked pimps. He condoned pimps. A pimp is the slum of the earth. A pimp is someone who go and wait at train station, plane station, car station, a bus station, and look for vulnerable young black women and pimp them out. The next thing to a pimp is a so-called slave master. So he make young black girls out of slaves. And so this is who he admired. He admired pimps. And so we don't like pimps. So at Malcolm X Memorial, or Malcolm X, he had a tribute to Malcolm X, a grassroots section of Malcolm X. So Tupac was randomly speaking for 6 minutes. He ran on a rampage. One of the things he said the pimp and the pushers you tell us, this is how you beat the white man. You take this product, you stir it up, you sell it, and this is how you beat the white man. This is what he said in 1992 at Malcolm X memory at his grassroots organization. Now, and listen to this, how can you beat the white man by selling your people poison? Now, this is your black revolutionary? This is your hero? teaching our young people to sell poison to your own people, that's not revolutionary, people. Y'all need to wake up and be educated. Malcolm X said the black man in this country needs to be re-educated for we can change our behavior pattern. And once we change our behavior pattern and attitude towards ourselves, then we can change and be a better people. So that's what we have to do. We have to change our attitude about who we call our hero. All right. One of the things that our people like about Tupac, not me, he liked Tupac, his music. And so it turns on. Somehow it turns on. You think that it's magnificent. It's not. You know, you look at Dear Mama. Tupac said, I ain't guilty even though I sold rock. You are guilty. You helped destroying our people. You willingly or unwillingly, consciously or unconsciously helping our oppressors to oppress our people. It is not cool. You are guilty for selling rocks. And this in the song called Dear Mama. I hope you got the necklace that I send you. Hold up, wait a minute. I thought when y'all so-called hustler, the drug hustler, sell drugs, is because you want to feed your family. But now, you know, you talking about buying items, you know, for your mother and cars and necklace and diamond. You know, it seemed to me that y'all psychological, you know, you're just liars, pathological liars. All of y'all. You're not just feeding your family. You just using that as an excuse. You know, we holding you accountable for what you're doing. It's not just Tupac. It's all of the gangster rappers that kidnap, hijack, you know, the real rappers like Queen Latifah, Ladylike, make it Ladylike. They sing music to make you feel good. But these gangster rappers, all they talking about is kill each other, destroy our people. Now, people like, I ain't mad at you, but if you check that song out, the song say crime pays. So he teaching our young boys that crime pays. And then if you talking about crime pays, and then you get caught, what, you going to jail? You going to jail. The prison is full of with black people. It's filled up, 40% of the prisoners is filled up with black people. Out of 40% of our people being incarcerated, 60% of our people being incarcerated is because drug related. So we helping our oppressor to put our people in jail. So this don't blame our oppressor. You got to blame him. But he had puppets like Tupac and all the gangster rappers. All they rap about is doing drugs. You know, this is how you make it in life, selling drugs. You not entrepreneurs. You mad scientists. Stop that fake talk that you entrepreneurs. You mad scientists. You killing your people. So that's phony when you're talking about you entrepreneur. Keep your head up high. It's another lyrics that y'all like. You say, and he say, I wonder why we take for our woman. I wonder why we rape our woman. Bingo. And he sung this in 93. But Tupac was convicted in 95 for raping a sister. And he said, and keep your head up. I wonder why we rape our woman. So if Tupac was alive, I would ask him, you tell us why you rape our woman. Hypocrite. And people like it. I don't like it. He said also, I blame my mother for turning my brother into a crackhead. Hold up. You was worrying about, you know, your mother turning your brother into a crackhead. But then again, you told us that, you know, you like drug dealers. These are your role models. That's what drug dealers do. That's what happens when you take the drug. The parents, the mother, sometimes, you know, have crack babies. They lose their homes. They die. They crash up in the cars. They rob and steal. And they go to jail. So if we serious about taking people out the Constitution as far as staying out of the jail, then we have to condemn all the drug dealers and also the rappers who send our people to prison. Then he went on and say, we have a race of babies that will hate the ladies. Okay? All right. We will have that. Okay? And then Tupac went on in another song called Can't Stand Fake Ass Bitches. Sorry for my language, but that's what he said. Can't stand fake ass bitches. Okay? And then when you hear that so-called song, this asshole Tupac, check this out. So when you song come on, he said, a baby come out and say, and you can't understand the baby. Baby must be about 2 years old. Can't stand the fake ass bitches. He had a baby. But yet he said, and keep your head up, you have babies hating the ladies. He's teaching our babies to hate the ladies. He's teaching our babies, our children, to disrespect our women and call them bitches. That's y'all black revolutionary? Y'all this illusional than hell. Now, Tupac, and we're going to talk about Tupac tattoos, which is disturbing, and it speaks for itself. He had 2 skulls on his tattoo. Maybe you have somebody have skulls wearing a t-shirt, whatever, you know, so you don't pay that in mind. They're doing it for a fact. But when you have somebody tattoo and put skulls on their shirt, tattoo to their body, run. Because that's a sign of demonized. He's demonized. That's a sign of the devil, the Satan. When you tattoo that on you, you serious of the devil. Okay? And then he had tattoo on M.O.B. It stands for 2 things. Memory of the Bloods, which is the gang he was from. Y'all so-called revolutionaries from a gang called the Blood. They was drug dealers, okay? They was bullied. They were terrorists. They was all that. But that's y'all black revolutionary. Y'all phony, okay? He never was a black revolutionary. So it's a M.O.B. Also, money over bitches. That's what it stands for. Tattoo. And he's serious about that. When you tattoo something on your body, you serious about that. So money over bitches mean if Tupac had money and then he had a sister and he only go save one and you over the bridge and crocodiles is down the bottom, guess what? Guess what, sisters that love that your Tupac, your black blue revolutionary, he gonna drop your ass and keep the money. That's what money over bitches mean. And y'all wearing his t-shirt? Come on, wake up. Stop being delusional. He don't love you. He's a misogynist. He had no faith, no justice, no caring in the world for you. You know, Tupac could have done a lot of nice things, but he chose to help our oppressors to depress us. Right? Then you talk about Dr. C. Delora Tucker, calling her a bitch. And he said, caught HIV, had a child, and y'all both deceased. The mentality, the evil, demonized mentality that Tupac had. So he made a narrative that C. Delora Tucker caught AIDS, which she didn't. That's not real. He stayed fake. And had a baby, and then they died. And he laughed about it. This is your black revolutionary? This guy is psychotic. That's a psychotic, you know? That's not keeping it real. That's keeping it psychotic. Stay on it. And then you talk about him up. Well, you know about him up, you know? My 444 make sure all your children won't grow. He talking about killing the babies. Your hero, your black revolutionary, the ones you love. You know, and what pissed me off is when people quote, you know, Tupac. They don't quote what I'm saying. They quote you something that it sounds good, but quote, you know, the other side. The demonized. He demonized. Quote that what he be saying. They misleading you, manipulating you. Don't believe or listen to when these people quote Tupac and give him props. He shouldn't get no prop. He's a mad killer. He said in Me and Malcolm X, I am sane. He said that he's insane. It's just that you insane, not believing that he's insane. Well, you know, we have a lot of things going on. We also had prison reform, talking about Jay-Z, Meek Mill. They doing prison reform. Really? You know, Meek Mill's, I mean, it's a joke. It's really a joke. Meek Mill's talking about, and what in Dream, talking about, I'm about murder. I'm a real nigga. I'm a real nigga. If you're not about killing, then motherfucker, get out my face. He talking about in his song in Dream, killing people, killing black people. And yet he going, also you talking about drugs also too. And when you sell drugs, you get caught, you go into prison, and they hype up, you know, selling drugs, selling rock, and it send our people in the jail. 60% of our people on jail is because of drug related. Let's be real and let's be honest with yourself. Those gangster rappers are putting our people in jail. They manipulating you. Don't believe them. We should repudiate from them, you know, because of their message to our people. The message is demonized. Then you got Jay-Z, you know, up there with Meek Mill, talking about reform, criminal reform. Don't get bamboozled about these rappers, because what they do, so what, they get 3, 4, 5 people out of jail. You know how many people that Jay-Z and the gangster rap put black people in jail? How many? Millions. No, thousands of black people went in jail because of them. You know how? So once you call yourself a bitch, when you talking about a bitch, okay? All right. First of all, you know, our African sisters is not no dog. We're not bitches, okay? All right. So they demonize you. So why listen to them? They demonize you. So when a brother call a sister a bitch, what's she gonna do? She gonna go tell her husband gonna come to shoot him, and they're gonna have a fight, and then somebody going to jail, somebody die. You don't be calling people bitches. That's evil. That's fighting words. But they, you know, demonize our sisters all the time. And yet they going to talk about prison reform. That's fake. And then Jay-Z talking about the O.J. story. And O.J. story, what do Jay-Z talk about? He talking about like he's on the corner hustling. He say, if you want to buy the block, you take the drug and turn it over, you mix it up, and this is how you buy your block. Phony rappers talking about prison reform. Don't believe them. It's a laughing matter. And I'm on camera or something. Do you believe this shit? That they talk about prison reform and they putting our people in jail? Baby, listen, people, we got to wake up. You know, we got to be conscious of what we do. Don't be listening to everybody. My name's Bonnie X. Please share this. I love my people, and y'all gangster rappers, get a life.